party.
A tailgating party. Hey, well, you know what? I think tailgating, being at Labor Day weekend, and you're in that football mood, but we've got a guy here that is one grilling full, apparently. Scott, are you there, buddy?
Yes, I am.
Wonderful.
Scott, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing fantastic.
You've got a really fun, interesting website.
I'd like to think so. It's been a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun.
That's when you jump in on there.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. We like to finish off every show talking about grilling, talking about cooking outdoors, how to really enjoy living in the garden. And we've been talking about some tailgating ideas, actually comparing your landscape plan to preparing your football team. So we thought it might be kind of fun to go through a few ideas that you have for maybe some grilling for the football season.
Actually, we have the Grill and Fools have a big day today. We are actually going downtown for the Mizzou, Illinois game in St. Louis at the Dome. We are hauling down 4 grills, big 10 by 10 awning, 15 slabs of ribs, 4 or 5 bags of chicken, some bacon wrapped and stuffed jalapenos, some fatties and crostinis.
Oh, man.
And we're
You guys are hunkering down, man.
Those,
you're bringing your own shade.
What were those last 2 things?
Fatties and crostini.
What is that?
Well, a fatty is basically a stuffed sausage. It doesn't have to necessarily be stuffed, but you take some bulk sausage or breakfast sausage, you mix some ingredients in, and there's a lot of different ways you can do this. I've made them sweet with stuffing them with minced apples and onions, and I've done them with stuffed with cheese, and I've seen people stuff them with yellow pepper, and then you wrap them up and make them back into a loaf, basically the way it came in the package. If you say you bought a bulk sausage, and you smoke it for 2 or 3 hours. It's called smoking a fatty, not that kind of a fatty. And then crostini.
I'm afraid to ask what the crostini's going for. So anyway, tell us about the crostini.
Crostini is an Italian word for toasted bread, and it's basically a baguette sliced about 1 inch thick, and the bread slices, and you kind of cover each side with some oil. You put garlic and basil on one side. You toast each side, pull it to the side, cover it with some sort of hard grated cheese like Romano or Asiago or Parmesan. Melt the cheese, and you eat that right there off the grill.
Why go to the game?
Yeah.
I mean,
no one's going to leave that grill or the tent.
Hey, what was your whole point? I remember, I can't remember exactly what it was. The point of your blog and the point of your website, basically trying to get us guys who are cooking on the grill past a hamburger and into something a little bit more interesting and fun.
Yeah. The biggest compliment we get when people comment about the site is like, you know what? I haven't done anything but burgers and brats for years, and I saw you guys did a prime rib on the grill, and I tried it, and it was spectacular. And that's kind of what we do. We kind of want to show people that, hey, you know, that grill can be used for more than just burgers and brats.
Yeah, good job, yeah.
And what we do, I think, that kind of sets us apart from other media. Like if you go buy a book, a grilling book, you're going to have a bunch of recipes in there, but probably only one picture per recipe.
Right. Yeah.
And so, you know, we have pictures from the start to the finish, every single aspect of the process. So you may be grilling something you got out of a book and go, you know, I'm halfway through this. I don't know if this looks right. Well, we're going to have, you know, here's half an hour in, here's an hour in, here's 2 hours, and this is what it's supposed to look like.
Scott,
and
you're
that way
right.
people have a better idea.
You're right. A picture isn't worth 1,000 words, and, you know, to have someone next to you cooking or grilling and watching them is one thing, but being able to see it, you know, and I read cookbooks all the time, and trust me, you know, trying to do substitutions and think it's going to turn out, or you know, shuffle the instructions, those steps, and thinking, I can go ahead and melt the butter, and it's, you know, well, really clearly the butter didn't need to be melted. Yeah,
Exactly.
I learned a few things.
So, did you grow up grilling?
I grew up watching a lot of grilling. I grew up. I went to college. I had a suitcase and a grill. Although I never really touched the grill before then because that was my dad's, you know, area.
Okay.
But since then, I've gotten, 18 years of practice, I guess.
Well, that sounds. Well, you know what? I guess that's.
They sent your mom, Sean's mom, got sent away with the skillet. Remember, for cooking? And,
Yeah.
You know,
well,
we kind of a change of times, and you just moved you with a grill. Who knows what we'll send stoves or ovens or microwaves with our kids. I don't know what we'll do.
Well, I grew up shoveling the snow off the patio in Chicago so my dad could grill.
On a hibachi?
And he would grill. Well, he was a grilling. wasn't a grilling fool. I would probably say, what
Until
would you
later.
what would you call someone who is grilling after 7 martinis?
Yeah.
That was my father
Sleeping.
for a long time.
Well, that's what I was saying. That was my dad. And we ate more sausage that was still frozen in the middle and burnt on the outside.
Aw.
But it had something to do, I think, with the martini flow.
Well, it's supervision. Yeah, you've got to stay by the grill. Pay attention.
It wasn't martinis with my dad; it was beer. But yes, it was. We would base on when the food would be done. My mom would say, "Well, how much time we got left?" And if you had a full beer, it was a half an hour, 45 minutes.
Yeah. Come on, Dad. We're hungry. No, I just opened this.
Wait a minute. Are you my brother? We sound like we had the same dad.
Sit down. Poor Scott. It is.
He's much better now. He's
Yeah.
very much more. He worries about the food rather than the beer now. So
Okay.
he's putting out some great product now too.
Isn't that awesome? Things have changed, right?
Oh, so what type of charcoal do you like best?
I use the cheapest charcoal I can find.
Okay.
A lot of people are charcoal snobs. I don't think it has that much of an impact on the meal.
I actually cook on gas, and everyone says they want to know if I'm a communist too. But
It's a nice kitchen
I
setup.
love cooking over gas.
We do.
Actually, I have one of the things I just did recently. We did it on Father's Day. We smoked chicken on a gas grill.
You can do that.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you can.
That's true.
Yeah, it's really simple. You take wood chips, you put them on a sheet of tinfoil, you wrap up the tinfoil into a ball, poke some holes in it, and put that right over the two burners that you have on one side, and you have a chicken on the other side, cooking indirect.
Mm-hmm.
The heat from the side that's lit will ignite and smoke the wood chips without getting wood chip dust and ash all over your gas grill. And as that when that thing runs out of smoke, as the wood burns up, you throw another one of these little tinfoil balls in there, and boom, you get more smoke.
It's a great idea. That's terrific.
Hey, Scott, you think you'll have... Oh.
I said you don't have to be limited. People think that if a gas grill, all I can do is cook high and fast. I can't do the low and slow and do the smoking. But you can do all that on a gas grill, too.
Well, I would love to see if we could work out a schedule where maybe we could speak with you once a month on our show and maybe cover a few topics. You think you might be up for something like that?
That'd be fantastic.
Okay. We'll get a hold of you. Now, what's your website so people can check that out?
It's www.grillinfools.com. GRILLIN fools.com.
Okay.
No second G in there.
Okay. Well, of course not. We're from Texas. We don't use that second G
Fool,
anyway.
whatever, yeah.
Yeah, you'd think I was
Who's
too.
your
I mean,
mama?
that's a Midwestern boy, but I'm still going with the Texas Select.
That's what we like to hear, yeah.
Hey, thank you so much for spending some time with us earlier this morning. Really appreciate it.
I appreciate you guys having me on.
Okay.
Thanks, Scott.
Bye-bye, Scott.
Thanks. Bye.
That's grillinfools.com. Want to check it out. It might be the best outdoor grilling site I've ever seen. He's
He's put a really
incredible.
good website
Very
together.
incredible.